Hey Cougar fans, it's Alexis Shirelli with the Charleston Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of the Cougar Weekly Roundup, where we have a conference preview for you. We had a chance to speak with women's tennis, men's tennis, women's golf, and track and field. Women's tennis is heading up to Williamsburg, Virginia this upcoming weekend as they head into their CAA tournament. They're heading in second seed as they take on Drexel this weekend. We had a chance to speak with Coach ANASTOPOULO ahead of the conference championship this weekend.
Wow, what a weekend for us. Two great 4-3 victories. Quite frankly, a little bit lucky to win both of those, but hey, we'll take it any way we can, and really gives us a chance to have a great seeding entering the CAA championships this weekend.
Okay, and what are your expectations going into the conference tournament?
Yeah, it's nice. We'll be the number 2 seed, but a seed, all that is a prediction. And so we're proud to be predicted to finish second, but then we have to go and back it up. So our ultimate goal is to go up there and have the enthusiasm that we've had in this nice win streak, really concentrate in closing out points and games and sets, and really go out there and just give it ultimately our best, and that's all we can ever hope for. In order to have success in the CAA championship, all of our players are going to have to contribute and be at their best and be enthusiastic and really encouraging each other throughout. Well, this past weekend with our 2 4-3 victories, there were different people that stepped up each time. So it's truly going to need to be a team effort. Even the players that might not be playing are going to need to be ready in case there's some type of injury or illness. We had that happen last year in the CAA championship. Somebody became ill, was still able to play after getting some IVs, but that next person up has to be ready as well.
A huge congratulations to Coach ANASTOPOULO, who's been named CAA Women's Tennis Coach of the Year, as he has recently guided his team to an 8-game win streak as they head into conference this weekend. You know who we will also find in Williamsburg, Virginia this weekend? The men's tennis team as they head into their CAA championship as well. They're going in as 4th seed as they look to take on James Madison. Here's Coach Bruner ahead of this weekend.
Second year in the CAA tournament, going back to Williamsburg again, it should feel a little bit better for the guys, I think. Just those of us, we got a lot of the team returning from last year, so there might be a little more comfort when we get there. We kind of know what it's going to look like and how the event's going to feel, and are projecting a little bit of rain over the weekend. We had to play our semifinal indoors last year, so I think we'll be feeling a little more comfortable going into this year's tournament. It's going to be a tough one in terms of the level of play in each one of the matches. We've got a good James Madison in the first round, and if we win that one, I know we'll have tough matches in the semis and the final. So guys are ready for it. We've kind of been recovering from a few bang-ups over the last couple weeks and look to be feeling a little bit stronger right now. So should be a fun weekend to get up there and be healthy.
Williamsburg, Virginia is obviously the place to be this weekend as both our tennis teams take on CAA championships. Go Cougars! Women's golf looks to swing into their CAA conference championships as they head to Southport, North Carolina. They're favorites going into this weekend at the St. James Plantation, and we had a chance to speak with Coach FUTRELL on the expectations ahead of this weekend.
I think we're playing well. Obviously had the one tournament where Laura didn't play, which kind of hurt us in the rankings a little bit. But in general, going into the conference tournament, I think we're as good as we can be, and we just got to have to keep our head down and go play.
As a team, we did fairly well. We won one of our home tournaments, which was a big deal because we had never won that tournament before. Our coach hasn't had a team win that tournament before out at Kiowa. And I know individually each of us has thrown out some good rounds, so I think we're ready to put it all together and all of us play well at the conference tournament, I believe.
It's tough. It's like as long as we keep our head down and do what we're supposed to do, I think we're fine because we are the favorites. It's not a slam dunk. There are some teams there that are talented enough to beat us, especially if we're not on. So we just have to take care of business, and if we do that, I think we'll be holding the trophy on Sunday. If we don't do that, it's going to be a real dogfight. And as I say, there's plenty of teams capable in this conference this year that can definitely make a run at us.
Well, going in, I mean, we want to have confidence anyway that we can win the conference tournament. So I think if we just play our games and just do what we do best, just play our own games, I think we'll be fine.
We wish women's golf the best of luck as they travel to North Carolina to defend their title as CAA champions. Track and field is headed to Georgia Tech this weekend as they look to compete in their final competition before conference, which is only 2 short weeks away. Here's Coach Seago on how her team is going to use this weekend to prepare for conference.
At this point in the season, it's good to get some rest, and we are headed into Georgia Tech meet, and then we'll have another weekend off before conference. So our group seems to respond pretty well to that. We're heading into finals and want to give some people some time to prepare academically as well. So, you know, we're looking good in workouts. We're trying to finalize what we want to do at the conference meet with a couple of people, so this meet at Georgia Tech will help us determine that, which avenue. There's a couple of people that could do a couple of different events, so we just want to finalize that. But the team as a whole looks good and in good spirits, and I think in a good position to continue to improve off of last year's performance. So we'll know tonight in terms of how many other teams are going to be there. It should be pretty large. Georgia Tech always puts a good meet on, but we'll get heat sheets later on, and looks like it's going to be a great competition as always. Hopefully the weather will be good. You know, warm weather, run real fast, and ready to roll.
We wish the track team the best of luck as they head to Atlanta, Georgia this weekend. Get out all those jitters before conference. And for all the other teams, good luck in your conference championships this weekend. Until next week, I'm Alexis Shirelli for the Charleston Sports Network.